all right, what happens when my spouse is committing adultery? Do I get support? Do I get custody? What's the deal?
So, as far as the getting support, it would be the spouse who's committing adultery does not get support. So, if they're cheating on you, then they cannot get support because they've destroyed the marriage. Now, as far as the children go, the thinking is that the children would be exposed to an inappropriate arrangement, namely the parents' association with their paramour, so that they would likely not get custody because it would be in the best interest of the children that they not see that they not associate with the person that destroyed the family. And so, and especially if they were younger children, they should not be exposed to a sexual situation that's not appropriate for their age. So generally the adultery part is factored in, is analyzed in other ways. So the best interest of the children would be that they don't get to meet the paramour, that they don't, that the parent is too busy running around to have custody of the children, that if the parent abandons the marriage in order to pursue their relationship, then they likely would be irresponsible parents who should not get full custody or not get physical custody of the children. So generally the innocent spouse would not get rewarded for the adultery of the other spouse, but would have a better outcome, whether it's custody of the children. The innocent spouse has proven themselves to be the more responsible parent, the parent that has behaved themselves, the parent that's put the children's interests ahead of their own. Also, you would want to emphasize when and where the adultery was occurring. If it was occurring after work, then that means that the parent was spending time with the paramour and not spending time with the children. So the good parent is at home taking care of the children, and the bad parent is off with their little bit of fluff on the side, having a good time. So when it comes time to looking at who should get custody of the children, the prior behavior of the bad parent would be emphasized as, the horse that drank from that trough once will drink again. And if the parent had an affair once and left the children alone or left the children with the other parent, then that'll probably happen again and again. So therefore, that parent should not get custody. The good parent should get custody because past behavior is the best prediction of future behavior. And of course, once that parent gets custody of the children, the parent will receive child support and the other parent has to pay child support. As in terms of, especially true with young parents, you would want to have romance clauses. For example, that a member of the opposite sex, an unrelated member of the opposite sex, cannot spend the night when the children are over for visitation. So if the parent gets every other weekend visitation, then that parent cannot have the boyfriend or girlfriend over at that time. They could have someone else of the opposite sex, their family, their brother, sister, parents, of course. But again, the romantic person could not be there during visitation. There would also be restrictions on when the children or how the children should find out about this, especially if the parents have been able to keep it a secret. When is the child old enough to meet the other party? That's kind of up in the air. In terms of getting spousal support because the other parent, the other spouse commits adultery, again, the marriage is broken up because of the adultery, and then you would analyze it. Why would that spouse need spousal support or alimony? So you go into the same analysis that maybe the parent, the bad spouse, the one who committed adultery, might be at the office all the time, successful, earning a lot of money, whereas the good parent is at home with the kids. So not working, not advancing their career. So that would be a good argument for alimony. That why did the marriage break up? It broke up because the one parent was committing adultery, and now the innocent parent should be helped out to get back on their feet, to take care of the kids, to pay for the expenses of the house with the children in it. Another indirect way that adultery enters into it is analyzing the money. So if the bad parent or the bad spouse has been paying for an apartment for the mistress, then how much of that, where did the money come from? Is that money that should have gone to the marriage? Is that money that should have gone to building the business? He just decided that was more important than being governor of an American state. So those are the kind of analyses that would enter into it in terms of what's going to happen in the future, what happened in the past and why, what's in the best interest of the children, looking at marital waste or diminishment of earnings capacity, and just simply the parent needs to recover financially, academically, and to get back on their feet as a result of that destruction of the marriage.